Coming up right now, a preview of what's in the Voice newspaper.
I, Dr. Alex Johnson, do solemnly swear.
New leaders. There's been a changing of the guard for the Tri-C District and at the Western Campus. We have their story. Conditioning to win. They still have 15 weeks till the season starts, but the men's basketball team is already training to win. Their sights are set on bringing home a national title. Time to celebrate. A half century ago, Tri-C opened its doors for the first time. Today, we celebrate the success of an institution.
Thanks everybody for joining us today at Tower City. We're celebrating Tri-C's first day of classes in 1963. Over 3,000 people attended. It was the largest first day opening of a community college in the country.
Celebration is certainly in order for Tri-C on its 50th anniversary. Tower City was crowded as the public joined in on the fun.
Hello everyone, I'm Bronson Peshlakai, and thanks for joining us for this inaugural episode of the Voice Newscast. We'll be previewing stories that will appear in our print edition, coming to stands at all the campuses on September 30.
Tri-C got the chance to share information about some of its programs to the public as the community was able to celebrate the college's birthday. There was a surprise to many of the folks who attended the event when a flash mob took center stage. Dancers were recruited from all campuses and learned the dance moves from YouTube videos and from a rehearsal just before the mob took place on Monday. Also on hand, the Cimarelli sisters. Major stars from Radio Disney were there to meet eager fans and to give a performance in honor of Tri-C.
Which one's your favorite sister? You go first.
Lauren and Lisa, probably.
Okay.
But I love them all.
And Christina and Danny.
All right, first off, you guys excited to see the girls?
Yes.
Yeah, just a bit.
So excited.
All right, go on, tell me, what's your favorite song?
So, I can't even handle that.
Wings.
Wings?
Yeah, actually, yes. Wings acoustic version.
All right,
Acoustic.
give it to me. Let me get 5 seconds up and go.
Okay.
Can be so negative. Sometimes my own worst enemy. Sometimes even at my lowest low.
I think one of the cool things about community college is, because I went for 2 years and I learned so much, I had some amazing teachers, and something that you really see a lot is people never stop learning. There's people of all ages.
Tri-C is one of the very first community colleges to come into existence back in 1963.
Dr. Alex Johnson is the new guy in town, and he joins the ranks of only 3 other presidents of Tri-C. The Voice News sat down with the new president after his inauguration in July. He's not a new face to the college, at least for the Metro campus.
Alex Johnson was the president and provost of the Metro campus for 10 years. Now returning as district president, he has new ideas on how to raise the bar on student success.
First and foremost, we have to focus on student access, equity, and completion. That's critical. We're going to come up with a set of ideas and solutions that remedy some of the concerns that have been brought to us by our internal and external stakeholders in the past.
Dr. Alex Johnson, who I truly believe is the right person to continue the work that Dr. Thornton started, to continue to move the college forward as a leader that I know is going to be very focused on student success.
The Western Campus also has a new face. Dr. Ron Liss was sworn in as the president there over the summer. Liss joins Tri-C from the Santa Fe Community College in New Mexico. Western editor Jeremy Hopkins has more on this story.
It's the start of a new semester. It's fall 2013, and there's a lot of new faces around campus, including Dr. Ron Liss. Recently, Bronson Peshlakai and Jeremy Hopkins of The Voice got a chance to sit down with Dr. Liss, the new president of the Western Campus.
Past experience is exactly what I brought. I brought a lot of experiences from a variety of different schools. So I brought about in organizations that I work with. So I brought a lot of distance learning expertise in that technology piece. In New Mexico, I was on the New Mexico Board of Examiners for Quality New Mexico, so using quality practices in academics is another strength I bring that's here. So whenever we can do something that brings students together in a group, their chance of success goes way up because they'd be connected. But you can do it in other ways, getting students connected to faculty, getting students connected to other staff members. I believe strongly that it's every employee's job at this college to figure out how to connect to students.
Jerry Sue Thornton is a famous name among the circle of educators in the United States. She's held posts on national organizations and associations that help push the community college agenda forward.
She was our very own for the last 21 years as president of Tri-C, and she thought she was ready for retirement. However, a few short months after she retired, Jerry Sue Thornton is back on the payroll as a special advisor to the college and doing what she does best, fundraising. Her first contribution, donating her entire yearly salary to student scholarships.
Jerry Kelsheimer and Dr. Alex Johnson called and said, would you be willing to work a little longer and return to the employee group of Cuyahoga Community College for this year? I also would like to announce I cannot volunteer at the college as a retiree. I cannot consult as a retiree, and so the only way for me to work this year with the college was returning to the employee ranks. But I am donating my salary to our foundation, and it will be used for scholarships for our honors students.
With bringing more funding in for scholarships, ensuring that we continue to enrich the revenue streams for this wonderful institution, and that we continue to grow and advance as a world-class institution. So thank you so very, very much for that. God bless you.
The Tri-C basketball team made it to the playoffs last year and faced their fiercest competitors, Lakeland Community College, who were undefeated. The challengers took on the challenge, but fell short on moving to the conference semifinals by 2 points. A harsh loss. But do they have what it takes to bring a conference or a national championship to Tri-C this year? Sports reporter Charles Holmes has more on this story. Charles?
Hey Bronson, I just got through talking to Coach White over in the gymnasium. He seems very excited about the team this year. He says they have the most talented roster that they have in a long time. He just needs to incorporate teamwork and discipline and bring everything together.
Well, we're setting goals. We're goal setter. Number one is to win the conference championship. Okay, that's the first goal. Okay. Second goal would be the national championship, which we've experienced that here at Cuyahoga Community College in 2004, being the champions of the entire country.
How do you plan to replace the type of production that you got out of former player Josh Reagan?
Oh man, oh Lord, that now you shoot me another loaded question. That's a big question right there. You don't replace somebody like that. I think years. The guys like that come around 10 years. You know, Josh, as everybody knows, is a special guy, a special kid. Had enormous talent around that basket. I think we'll be more talented as a whole, as a team. We'll be a better shooting team. We'll have outside shooters this year. We'll have guys that can take it to the basket. We do have some kids that can play around the basket, but they don't have that type of scoring ability that Josh had. Josh was special. But I think overall, with overall talent, okay, I think we'll be able to match what we had from a scoring perspective.
Obviously, those are some big shoes to fill now that Josh Reagan has moved on to a four-year university. But Coach stated that the team has a lot of overall talent as a whole, and that will be needed to beat last year's defending champions, Owens Community College out of Toledo. The team is already in the gymnasium conditioning right now, and they are very excited to get the season started in the beginning of January. This should be an exciting year. I'm Charles Holmes reporting from the gymnasium. Back to you, Bronson.
It's going to be a great basketball season. Thanks for that report, Charles. Have you ever wondered, football at Tri-C? It seems like a no-brainer. Let's suit up some people and let's play us some football. Or can we? What's keeping us from having a football team? Sports reporter Robbie Fenbers looks up that answer for us. Robbie?
Thanks, Bronson. Have you ever wondered why there's no football program here at Tri-C? I sat down with Athletic Director Mark Rodriguez posing that same question. We talked about many things, like the lack of funding and expenses, travel, and even teams to compete against here in junior colleges.
If we had a team to play other teams, there's no other football teams within a area around Ohio. Really, there's no opportunities to play. We'd have to do be a huge expense in travel, and the budgets would be very, very high. So it's very difficult to start a program because of that.
If you'd like to know more, go ahead and read my article coming out October 1st with Tri-C The Voice. I'm Robbie Fembers. Thank you.
Well, that's all we have for you today on this Voice inaugural newscast. We hope you will enjoy the stories that are coming to your newsstands at each campus on September 30. Now be sure to check our website at cccvoice.com and sign up for our Twitter feed and check our Facebook. I'm Bronson Peshlakai reporting from the Metro Campus. Have a good day.